Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. We're going to talk about Tron, when to invest, why not? So welcome, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, hit the bell button, like, comment, all kinds of good stuff. Now, public announcement. I don't hold this, I don't really like it, but for the eyes of YouTube and content creation, I get asked an awful lot about Tron. Do you recommend it as an investment? Is it worth investing at certain levels? What about Tron 4.0? All kinds of stuff, right? Yeah. Lovely, jubbly. But in reality, personally, I think there's better. That's my facts out there. But if you are interested in making some money, Tron has the minerals to make money. And, you know, like anything in the market, whether it's good, awesome, bit shit, not too bad, bit average, okay. You can make money on anything if you buy it at the right time. I've always said that. So, let's talk about it. What is it? Tron is a shit coin. In reality, it is a shit coin. Now, don't mean to upset bag holders, but a lot of people that bought into Tron bought at the hype and bought at really high levels. And I'm going to explain how you can kind of get out of that situation if you're listening carefully. Now, it was founded in 2017 by Justin Sun, not my favourite kind of influencer in the world. Singapore-based non-profit called the Tron Foundation. Initial coin offering of 100 billion TRX. You've probably got some of the airdrop if you've been around for a while. I certainly did, and I sacked it off and made a little bit of profit on it, which isn't too bad. But the fundamentals of it, it's essentially a decentralized application, right? Creating smart contracts, basically Ethereum. Chill. Anyways, so it originally started on the Ethereum network. It was an ERC20 token. It then migrated over to the Tron blockchain. It also has acquired stuff like BitTorrent, and acquired Steam in 2020, which is now known as Hive in reality for the Steam team. So yeah, if you're on Steam, it's Tron. If you're on Hive, it's Steam. Fucking hell. Anyways, enough of that. That is the fundamentals kind of done. In terms of, oh, by the way, just before I go on, fundamentals, it has a high supply. So it might always be a pretty low valued coin. So don't be like, oh, it's going to go to $20. No, it's not. So be careful of that. But let's look at a few things on the website. It has some actual decent bit of tech on it, to be honest with you. It's pretty fast. It's faster than Ethereum right now. It's got a better scale model than Ethereum right now. And it also is pretty simple to use, right? As I said before, it is pretty much like Ethereum, but not. It's just a different word. Obviously, it's much faster than, as you can see, it's a lot faster, but obviously Ethereum is going through its own network changes in the future, so then it'll probably crush it again. But in terms of everything else, in terms of, you know, looking at it, it's alright, okay? It is alright. I don't want to discredit it too much, but what I will say is please just be mindful of pumpy-dumpy schemes on this one, because it's a lot of hype marketing, especially with the founder and stuff, but that's where the money also is. So if you know what you're doing, and you're looking at the news and you're looking at what people are saying, you might be alright. But let's look at the chart. So, first things first I want to go to is the fact that I put this on my chart a long time ago, about maybe 3 months ago, give or take. I did a little update on Tron, and I highlighted that line there as a key psychological level for the Tron network. Why? Because it's been used, look at it, like it's like the best line you can ever have in a chart. Now, we're going to go over this in more detail in terms of what to look for. Now, you can see where this line is kind of came from on the 4 hours, like, woo, so resistance, support, break, obviously breakdown, resistance, support, a little bit of support in and around that area, then up, breakdown, resistance, and again, we've tapped it and then we came back down. So when you look at current levels, this is where we are right now. Pretty damn good. So, you know, if anyone's like questioning the way that support and resistance lines work, then, well, yeah. So for me, this line is probably key. This would probably give you the buy-in range line. Anything above that line, you could probably argue this line is your pivot line for success, right? Simple as that. What does that mean? Well, it's simple, really. If you buy above that line, it's probably overvalued. If you buy below it, it's probably undervalued, because when it goes above that value line, it's probably going to be quite good. reality-wise, if it holds and stays above it, but it's struggling because the altcoin market is pretty shocking right now. Anywho, let's do some technicals, right? Let's look at the monthly. That's what we got. We don't have many months, but we're going to go with it. No, we're not. We're going to go to the weekly because you've got more candles. So, top to bottom analysis, we're going to look at it in terms of where can you buy into it, and most importantly, when not to buy into it. Because some people might find this video in the future. So if you're in the future and you come back into time now as a Terminator looking to kill people or kill coins or buy coins, maybe, you'll probably understand this video pretty well. So we're going to look at ways you can buy this, or when you can buy this, more to the point. And we're going to put some nice little levels on here just to give you an insight of what's what. Now, weekly level up there, pretty damn standard really. Let me just change my colours around. So a lot of people do learn off these videos. I know people ask me, why do you do them? But if people want to understand where a technical aspect is of when to buy into a coin, or what's like a key level to look at, or where things could potentially gravitate to, it's good if you're a new investor. If you're like told, buy this, buy it now, buy it, Bitcoin 10k, buy it, moonbags, fucking off we go, you're probably going to lose money because the person that's telling you to do that doesn't have a clue. If someone is showing you that this is a key level, that it's a key region where it is, you know, normally hit or twanged or whatever, it makes a big difference in terms of what to actually do as an investor. So those are the 3 levels I want to use, right? Simple as that. 4 levels even. We've got the bottom. We've got this little band here, which is very, very congested. We've got this band at the top of it, which is congested, and then this top level. Don't really care about the rest of it, right? We go down to the daily now, and we start looking at a bit more detail. Now, I want to keep this line on here. This is an absolute interesting line. I'm going to make it fatter, though, and then that'll be a nice little point region. But we're going to zoom out a little bit and look at certain levels. Why? Because why not? We're going to look at basically from the start of the year. We're just going to look and plot, okay, just to make life really simple. Now, there's one level to look at. I'm going to change the color just to give you an insight. Which is, in my view, pretty damn good. That is obviously a top, right? Simple. But we're going to go and create a few more of these just to show you some more clarity sort of areas. Next area is kind of obvious, where we are right now, right? This is a key area right now. You can see it. We've obviously had support levels. We've obviously had resistances as well. If you look to the left, there's freaking loads of it. So that is a big level as well. I wouldn't really go too deep on this, but we have also got a very big low down here as well. So if you are a big fan of Tron and you think it's all cushy and rosy and you want to get a really good bag, there's a bag level down here as well. So that is what we're going to do. That is all we've got. And that is all I want to kind of show and keep it really simple and concise. This is, in my viewpoint, the value line. Simple, really. Why? Because it's got quite a lot of taps and touches. So it is like a daily level, but we're going to have it as a value line across the whole chart. If you are buying below, basically above 1.8 cent, it's probably overvalued in the current market schemes. So we are below that, probably a good chance to buy. But personally, I would ladder in buys, obviously below this level, and in and around this level is a chance, right? So if we're in this range now, which we could be, yeah, definitely time to start stacking your bags. If you are a fan of Tron, do not do it off my say so. If you have research and you're happy with it, etc, etc, etc. Now, let's go and change this video a little bit. Why? Because what's going to happen is maybe in the future, people might find this video. So this is recorded on the 25th of June, 2020. We could go up, we could go down, right? Understand this. This video is not financial advice, but if you're looking at this in the future and you've found that Tron is now 40 cents, for example, and it's been on a massive bull run, probably wait and see what happens over time, because those prices may be unsustainable, and we have been there before. Now, if you look and zoom out, a lot of people, as I say, have bought at high prices. This is 4 cents. Tron has been at, bear with me, let me get the real figures, has been all-time high 30 cents. I thought it was 18 cents. That shocked me. So, 30 cents. We are currently now at 0.016 cents. 1 0.6 cents. Wow. So, if you were unfortunate to buy this above 10 cents, above 12 cents, whatever, in the future, right? in the past, right? Dollar cost average the shit out of it. Please. Just for clarity. If you bought $500 of that, you'd probably have literally pennies right now. You'd have nothing. So make sure you understand how that works. Dollar cost averaging is when you buy at the bottom. If you put your original investment back in, say if you put $500 in at the top and you put $500 in around this region, it will bring your dollar cost average down massively. If then Tron decides to go on a little bit of a run and it even moves up, probably up to this top level here, you've probably got your money back. In reality, if you're buying that much, because it's fallen that much. So please understand what dollar cost averaging is. Please, if you are caught at the top and you don't like this anymore and you want to get rid of it, if you can buy a chunk down here and you understand what dollar cost averaging means and you can get your money back and you've tracked it all and you know what you're doing, you'll get a ton more tokens for your buck, right? And then a little bit of a run, you make a ton of money, or you get your original investment back and happy days. So, it's really warm in the UK. I'm really sweaty. I need to open that window before I die. And yeah, that's Tron. Personal opinion, don't like it, but I know a lot of people ask for it and like it, and that is giving you a real good basis that this is, in my opinion, undervalued down at these levels. Anything above that red line, nah, for me, no. It is buying season, still buying season for all coins, in my personal opinion. I think if you have got the long-term bollocks to kind of sit it out and ride it out, and you know the fundamentals of a coin hasn't changed, and they're still developing, they're still growing, go for it.